G'day, I'm Justin Porter, and today's date is the 28th of October 2023, and the title of my video is Why Do Animals Suffer? And do you like my t-shirt? My beautiful wife got me this t-shirt. It's a lion t-shirt. It's a lion, and it's got its paw covering over its eyes. A lion, yeah. See, it's nice, isn't that? Yeah, and so that's the title of my video, and I have some sad news that my beautiful cat Squidgy died yesterday. Nikki and I woke up yesterday morning and Squidgy had weed blood in her kitty litter, outside her kitty litter tray. She'd weed blood, and there was blood on the floor, and we took her to the vet and they had to put her down. Squidgy was 17 years old, which is 84 in cat years. So Squidgy died yesterday at the age of 17. She was born in 2006 and she died in 2023, and she was 17, which is 84. I googled it on Google and it's 84 in human years. 84 years old in human years, 17. And the vet lady said that Squidgy went a little bit above the average lifespan, because the average lifespan of a cat is about 15, and Squidgy was 20. Squidgy was 17. Our friend's cat, Jehovah's Witness cat, his cat, Fat Chops, lived to 23. His cat was called Fat Chops, and he lived to 23. So, Squidgy's died, and we had a good cry. We took her to the vet, and they gave her a needle in her backside to put her to sleep. So she was on Nikki's lap at the vet's, and the vet lady gave Squidgy a needle that put her to sleep, put Squidgy to sleep, and then they gave her another needle that stopped her heart. So they gave her two needles. One needle to put her to sleep, and the other needle to stop her heart, And it's very sad. And the vet said you did the right thing, because when they lose control, bleeding within, and their organs are failing at 17, and usually cats die at about 15. On the news the other day, they had a Labrador on the news, Labrador dog, and it was 31 years old, and that was on the Australian news. And but isn't it sad how animals suffer? And the explanation why is there human suffering, because Adam and Eve ate a piece of forbidden fruit 6,047 years ago. 1975, of course, was the 6,000th year of Adam. So 1975 was Adam's 6,000th birthday, and that's why human suffering. And humans get dementia, and humans get Alzheimer's. But our cat Squidgy, the last 6 months, she's had dementia. Our cat Squidgy has had dementia, and she was getting lost in the house, because one of the signs of dementia in a cat is your cat starts getting lost in the house. And that's what happens to people too. They get lost in familiar territory. So when your cat or dog or grandmother or grandfather starts getting lost in familiar territory, that's when you know they have dementia, one of the signs of dementia. And so our cat has been put to sleep humanely, And yeah, so sad. And it's just the way it is. When you have an animal, you only have it for about 15, 20 years. And the price you pay for love is grief. And but why do animals suffer? Like, why does the cat get dementia and the dog get dementia? Have you seen animals and they get old, their hips go, they lose control of their bowels, they start weeing blood, they suffer. And I'm all for euthanasia. And the drug that they use to put our cat down is called Nembutal. Nembutal. It's a vet's drug, and that puts the cat to sleep painlessly, stops the heart, and puts the cat to sleep. Then they give another one to stop the heart. So, yeah, the reason why animals suffer is because somebody picked a piece of forbidden fruit over 6,047 years ago. Because was 975 47 years ago? Oh, wait a minute. 48 years ago? Wait a minute. 48 years ago. Because 2025, Adam will be 6,050 years old. Yeah, because 975, in 2025, 975 is going to be 50 years ago. So it's so cruel that animals suffer. And that's why I don't think there is a loving God. And there really was a loving God, animals wouldn't suffer, you know. And God would be forgiving and forgive Adam and Eve for the piece of forbidden fruit. Now today, Nicole, my beautiful wife, is at a 3-day assembly. 3-day assembly. This is a 3-dayer. And it starts at, I think it starts at about 9 and finishes about 5 o'clock or something. I don't know. She says the assembly days are shorter now. She said they're making the assembly days shorter. And so she went to the assembly, which is 38 kilometres from our house, the assembly hall. We have a big assembly hall, and there's about, how many congregations? Oh, there's about 10 congregations that meet in the hall, and they have about 1,000 people. About 1,000 people go there, and that's 38 kilometres away, the assembly hall from us. 38 kilometres. So she went with a Jehovah's Witness sister, a friend of hers, and she gave her a lift. But she said, if it gets too much for her, if the assembly gets too much, if she gets too tired, or just ring me up and I will give her a lift home. I'll drive 38 kilometres there, 38 kilometres back, 76 kilometres. So that's if it gets too much, because that might be a bit tiring for her. Because I remember when I went to assemblies, the afternoon was just so tiring. You just fall asleep. Exhausting, just sitting there listening, and you have to put matchsticks under your eyes, heavy eyelids. And yeah, so Nikki cried her eyes out. She bawled her eyes out. And I had a good cry at the vet too, because it's like losing, because Nikki and I don't have children. So our cat is like our teenager, like 17. And so really, I can't believe the house is empty, no cat. I'm here on my own without a pussy cat. But we have a friend, we have a Jehovah's Witness sister who lives out at Tara, where the bushfires are. She's living at Mooney. She just got married. And they're okay. They're okay. Their property got a little bit burned on the outskirts of their property, but the firefighters were there to protect their house from the bushfire. So they're okay. And she has a Devon Rex cat that has no fur. It's got really short fur, and which is good. I like, really. Devon Rex cats, super fine down. It's not like fur. It's really, really, really short. They're almost like they're bald, but they're not bald. They've got this like velvet kind of thing on them, and that's a Devon Rex cat. So Nikki and I are going to get a kitten, and the Jehovah's Witness sister, she's a lovely girl, beautiful person. And she, even though she's shunning me, I know she's shunning me out of love. I know she's brainwashed and she's under a cult spell, but she's going to give us the kitten for free, and it's fully vaccinated and desexed, and it'll be a newborn. But when we got Squidgy, she was just a little kitten, you know. And so she's been a beautiful cat, 17, and yeah, you're going to lose your pet. And just want to, yeah. So why do animals suffer, you know? And I saw a recent video with Colin, you know, Colin Zafke, and his cat hurt its foot, and he took it to the vet, and it's all better. And animals suffer too over a piece of forbidden fruit. So fruit, and an apple a day keeps God away. An apple a day keeps God away. So that's all I basically wanted to say. An apple a day keeps God away. So stay away from that forbidden fruit, because God won't forgive you, and he'll punish your great grandchildren and all the animals that were alive in the Garden of Eden. When Adam and Eve took that forbidden fruit, he's going to punish the animals' great grandchildren. And if you read the book of Job, Satan appeared in heaven, and Jehovah said, "Where have you been, Satan?" And Satan said, "I've been walking about on the earth with legs." And I thought Jehovah took the snake's legs away. So how can Satan be walking on legs up in heaven? If he was slithering up in heaven, if he said, "I've been slithering about on the earth," I might believe it, but walking on legs? How come he gets his legs back? So it's just a story, mythological story. We know we evolved. We're primates. We're highly evolved primates. We evolved from humans. We didn't evolve from apes. We evolved from humans, and humans are apes. So the Adam and Eve story, thank goodness it's only Aesop's fable. Thank goodness it's only a story. Thank goodness it's not true. Because if it was true, what a mean God. What a mean God. Really, when you think of it, you know. So that's all I want to say. Nikki's at the convention. I don't know what new light they're going to come out with. New light, I'm not too sure. I don't know. Stay alive till 2555. Stay alive till 2555. I don't know what the new light is going to be. The new light might be patient. Oh, the name of the convention. Yeah, the name. She has a lapel card. The name of the convention is the 2023 Exercise Patience Convention. Exercise Patience Convention. Because one day with Jehovah is like 2,000 years. New light. So it used to be one day with Jehovah is like 1,000 years. One day with Jehovah is like 1,000 years. That's old light. The new light is one day with Jehovah is like 2,000 years and a quarter of a century, you know, and a bit of a century, you know. So stay alive to the year 2555. So you've got to stay alive for about another 530-something years. Be patient. Exercise patience. Exercise patience. That's the new light at the convention. You know, I'm only joking. I'm only being silly. But sometimes the only reason I can keep my sanity is if I don't take this all too seriously, because you can go insane. You know, the shunning and the stupid, craziness, just silliness, you know. So I say goodbye now. Like, subscribe, and Squidgy's up in heaven, because all good pussycats go to heaven, and I'm sure if there is a pussycat's heaven, I'm sure Squidgy has found a wonderful home. Chasing butterflies in heaven. Chasing butterflies. Or chasing mice. She's tormenting mice in heaven. Ever seen a cat torment a mouse? Have you seen, like, Squidgy when she was younger, our cat? She'd catch a mouse. Our cat would catch a mouse. And she would, like, torture the mouse. She'd hit the mouse, whack it round the head, and the poor mouse would be bleeding and suffering. And would say, Squidgy, oh, leave the mouse alone. And the mouse would be suffering. The cat would be so cruel to the mouse. Come on, Squidgy, put the poor thing out of its misery. The cat was so cruel to the mouse. Is there a loving God who cares for animals? And this thing, it's just silly, you know, like, crazy. It's just animals eating animals. And I love meat. I love meat too. I'd be a vegetarian if I had to kill my own animals. But seeing a cat play with a mouse. Well, she's in heaven. She's in the pussycat heaven, chasing mice, chasing butterflies, chasing lizards. Pussycats do. By then, see you later, and thanks for watching my video.